So since a lot of you have been asking about my daily skincare routine, I'm gonna make a video about it. Just kidding, I'm not gonna do that. Welcome back to the channel. I decided to take, about a month off because...
Hello there. Oh.
We had a baby, so that has been taking up a little chunk of my time. But don't worry, I've been adding to my list of videos to make. So I'm really hoping this channel hasn't completely died. I haven't really seen much growth, and that's kind of weird because I haven't been posting. So you'd think that, not doing anything would yield awesome results, but I guess it doesn't work that way. I made that video about why people don't self-actualize, why people don't do the things that they want to do. So originally I was going to make the whole thing in one video, and that was extremely overwhelming. There are so many reasons why people don't do the things that they want to do. You could try to narrow it down to just people making excuses and pretending that they don't have time or whatever, but there's a lot more reasons than that, and so that's why I wanted to make this a video series. One, because it was really overwhelming trying to put that all in one video, and two, there's just a lot of reasons. But without further, let's... might be echoey. We're just gonna deal with it because that's the whole point of this video. Reason number two why people don't self-actualize, why people don't do what they want, is because they have stupid rules that they make for themselves in their brain. And here's an easy example. Uploading on YouTube, there's the initial thought or voice in your head, your internal thinking. What is it called? Internal voice? So it basically goes like this. Hey, it's noon o'clock. I should be filming or editing or doing something by now. I haven't really done anything today. And there's a very small window. If I don't act on it within that window, it'll be lost forever and I'll never do it. Not really, but kinda. Because according to the science, humans don't like being uncomfortable. And your brain is like, oh my gosh, Ricky's gonna do a video and it makes him kind of uncomfortable to film himself. So let me throw at him all of these thoughts that will try to convince him to not do it and maybe play Grand Theft Auto instead. Because there's a second thought, or sometimes wave of thoughts, stupid rules like you can't record your video unless your hair looks good, or you look well put together, or you need to eat lunch first. There's just a ton of excuses to get you to not do that thing that makes you uncomfortable. And the biggest, most dangerous one is I don't feel like it and I need to feel like it to do that thing. To sit myself down, turn on the camera, and then just start talking. That doesn't come naturally. But the funny thing is, to feel like it, I have to first do it. I have to start. I have to hit record and start talking, and maybe after like 15 or 20 minutes of just saying a bunch of nonsense and staring blankly at the wall or the camera, then I will finally have my thoughts mostly put together enough to make a video. So I'm not making this video to be some online guru that's like, hey, I have it all together. This is what you need to do to succeed. But rather, I'm coming to you as a civilian saying, hey, I have this problem too, and by making this video, we can be self-aware and then we can self-improve. It pretty much took me a year to figure this out, but the point of this channel is to make people self-aware so they can self-improve and then self-actualize. Because you don't know what you don't know. If you don't know what you need to work on, you can't work on it. So there's my little disclaimer. I'm not a pro at this thing we call life. I don't know everything. I don't have all the answers. But I'm blessed and also cursed to have a mind that won't stop working. I just keep thinking of things, and it's helpful when I'm trying to think of the things I want to work on, but it's really unhelpful when it's like 4 in the morning and I still haven't gone to sleep and all I can think about are the things I need to improve on, or I could improve on, or things that other people could improve on. Another stupid rule I make for myself with these videos is I think, oh man, I'm going on a tangent. I can't go down the rabbit hole on this, but it's not really natural for me to just stay on this straight line. I mean, of course we need to come back to it and we can't go so far as talking about like quantum physics or something like that. I mean, maybe we could. I've noticed I'm just like afraid to deviate from the path, and that's actually what comes naturally to me, and it's more of like a conversation instead of me just like monologuing and saying all of this stuff, and that's what's so hard for people like me being in school. Like in a classroom, a kid raises their hand, they have a question, and there's a certain curriculum, and a lot of teachers just stick to that, and structure isn't bad, but I believe to be a good teacher and to help people grow and learn, you need to deviate from the path a little bit. I mean, some people aren't even on the path of whatever you're on, and so you gotta go off that to get them on there. I mean, the sun is hiding a little bit, so now there's less light on this side. And that's okay, because it's really easy to give up when you're trying to make a video like this because you want it all to be perfect, or at least I do. I want the lighting to be good, I want the audio to be good, I want to be in frame, and I don't want to keep looking at myself in the little window, and I don't want to look around too much. But honestly, if someone cares about the quality of your video more than the actual message of your video, they suck. And I don't think we should be tailoring our content to the people that are looking to nitpick. We don't need to please the mob. I'm not making this video for the people that are going to write negative things and criticize me. I'm making this video for the people that actually want to listen, that would talk to me if they were here in person and want to get better. I really want this to feel like a dialogue more than just a monologue, just me talking at the camera. I feel like there are people like me, or just people that care about this stuff, that would be talking to me. Like, we could be talking right now. I hope it feels like that. I don't know. So there are all kinds of rules that we can make for ourselves that don't make sense, and all kinds of excuses that we can make. So I hope this video creates some awareness so we can actually notice when we're trying to talk ourselves out of the things that we really want to do, the things that are most important to us. Like I said in my video about going on vacations, I think there's a lot of things that people want to do and they really can do, but they're just waiting, or they're too scared, or they, have stupid rules in their head. They make excuses as to why they can't do it. So I hope everyone can just think for a sec about the things that are most important to them and what they really want to accomplish in this life, and then just do those things. Find a way to do it. We don't have to keep convincing ourselves that we have to wait for something. Like, we have to feel a certain way to do something. And just like everything else I talk about, this isn't a cookie cutter, one size fits all answer. Like, you still have to go with your gut feeling on things. Like, if something doesn't feel right, you probably shouldn't do it. If someone's like, oh man, I don't know if I should get married to this person, I'm not saying you should just be like, well, screw it, I'm gonna do it anyway. We don't have to act on those things if we don't want to. We can think outside the box and figure out how we can make things happen. So if your dream is to drive expensive exotic supercars, you don't have to own them to do that. And I'm not saying to steal them, but like, I'm talking about test driving at a dealership, or using a service or app like Turo. I've used the app before, and you can basically drive whatever car you want, assuming it's in the area. If you want to drive that Lamborghini Aventador, just rent it. If you want to drive that Rolls Royce, you can spend like $1,300 a day and drive a Rolls Royce, and you don't have to buy one. So stop limiting yourself and just do stuff. The main focus of this video is stupid rules that we make for ourselves. But if you like this and you want me to make a video about other people, like sphere of influence and how the people around you can positively or negatively affect your life, then I'll definitely do that. So drop some comments down and let me know if you want to see it. Or anything else that comes in your mind, like, hey, Ricky, you should talk about this. And then I'll say, hey, don't make that rule for me. You're not allowed to do that. Just kidding. That's the whole point of this video. New perspective. Let's get better. And remember, guys, don't wait until you feel like it to do it. Do it to feel like it. Ah ha 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 ha. Bye. And we have low battery right when we press record. This room might be echoey, but we're just gonna deal with it. Can you hear the baby crying in the background? That's mine. It's my baby. She'll figure it out. I'm just kidding. My wife's with her. Alright, okay, so this video is I don't feel like it. Imagine if you're hiking and we don't need to use an analogy. We don't need to use an analogy. We don't even need to use an analogy. I can't even say the word. We don't even need an analogy. Oh my god. Wait, is it cliche or cliche? Because I've actually heard both. Maybe cliche. Last but not least, and I cannot make myself more clear on this, don't stop letting people not help. Simple. Your hair sucks. I mean, look at this thing. Like, you might think it's distasteful to eat in front of your audience, but we gotta eat. We're all people. And plus, crunch wraps are really good. Ha, 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 you got bamboozled. And why do we have rules like goatees are only for 30-year-olds and long sideburns are for hippies and creepy uncles? Life is short, as they say, and we just gotta live it up while we can. And if we don't, then we're dead. Okay, bye. I am inevitable.